Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you why citations are so important. 89% of local consumers are looking for your business on Google. You need to be in the Google 3-pack, and this video, I'm going to show you how to check your citations so you can be found. Watch this. All right, guys, so one of the most important things if you want to be found in the Google 3-pack is making sure that your NAP, your name, address, and phone number is consistent on other business directory websites like Yelp, YP Yellow, Yellow Pages, the Thomas directory, and so on and so forth, all the directories on the web. We want to make sure that if your business address is 1010 Main Street, that every directory has the same address. And many people, especially during the pandemic, have moved. So the web, their Yelp page, for example, may be saying 1010 Maple Street, and they moved to 1010 Main Street. And it's confusing Google. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can check your listings and how to get new listings to help improve your rankings. So just hang out. There's going to be a short video, but it's going to be very, very helpful, and I'll get right to the point. All right, guys. So the first thing you want to do is head on over to your Google My Business. You could get there by just going to business.google.com. You'll log in, and you want to check your address. All right. So just click the Info tab on the left-hand side. And in the second column, you will notice your business address. All right? The next thing you want to do is go over to your website. And we like to keep our address on our contact page over here. And you'll notice that our address is 900 South Avenue. And you'll notice our address is 900 South Avenue, right? Okay, so that's the first thing. You notice how we put Ave and Av, I'm sorry, right here, right? We didn't spell it out. If it's spelled out in your Google My Business, spell it out on your website. If you have a suite number like Suite 300, if it's on your Google My Business, it needs to be on your website, Suite 300. Okay, so that's basically step one. All right, guys. Now the next step you want to do is you want to come over to Moz, and what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below for how you could get to this page. And what you want to do is you want to put in the country, your business name, which should be the same on your Google My Business. So for example, my GMB name is Mindsaw. It's not Mindsaw Website Design or Mindsaw Local SEO. It's just Mindsaw. So whatever your business name is, that's what it should be. That's what you should put here. All right, under company name. Then you put your street and number, and you put your postal code, and you just click check now. Now, here's the thing with me. I'm sure all my citations are a mess. And the reason being, well, not that anybody really cares, but the reason being is that I'm more of a national brand than a local, like, okay, so like if I was a plumber and electrician, I can only drive 50 miles to go do a job. So it's important for me to be in the Google 3-pack. But for me, you know, people view me all over the nation, and you know, I have customers in Australia and Canada and stuff like that. So it's not important for me to be in the Google 3-pack, just in case anybody cares. But anyway, it's just a good example to show you correct listings and incorrect listings. So for example, a really good listing to be in is you want to make sure that you're in Bing. and all you would do is just go over there and add your listing. So what this does is show you your correct listings and your incorrect listings. I'd have to go over to these directories, and I would have to add in what is missing. See that? Now, what you can do is you could take this list, right? Just copy this list and go over the Fiverr and go give this list over to Virtual Girl 2010. Virtual Girl 2010. And what she'll do is she'll create a spreadsheet, and she'll give you your Bing username and password. And she'll give you your Easy Local if she's able to get into Easy Local. She'll be able to get you. I don't believe Easy Local is one though that you could just do by hand. I think it's more of an aggregator, so you have to sign up with them. But nonetheless, Judy's book, the same thing. She'll go in, and you know what? Something like this may cost about $60, whereas this may take a day or two. And for me, I'd rather just pay and have somebody do it, and then they give me the username and password. And if I want to upload pictures, you could do that. Now, there's another service, an aggregator service. I'm going to show you a couple. One is called Yext. And I'm not an expert on Yext anymore. I was a couple of years ago. But basically, they're an aggregating service. You put your information in once, and it changes throughout the web on 100 different directories. Now, when you move, you just log into Yext and say, hey, I moved from 1010 Main Street to 1010 Maple Street, and you change it just in this dashboard in the back end, and it automatically goes out and changes the address on everything. The problem with this is that there's a yearly fee. And like I said, I don't use them anymore. So they're either $500 a year or $1,000 a year. I don't remember, please forgive me. And when you stop using them, your rankings are going to tank. Right? So that's the bad part. There's another one called the Hoth. The Hoth. And what the Hoth does is they're a service also that sends it out to hundreds of directories. And the good thing, it's just a one-time charge. So I'm going to put this in the description below, the Hoth. Yeah, they're a good one. And then Moz as well has a service. So Moz has a service where they could fix all your citations. Now I use Bright Local, and Bright Local is a one-time service. So I'll say, hey, do 75 citations for me, and they'll find the citations in my. So for example, if I'm doing a plumber or I'm doing a chiropractor, they'll get me the 75 best, chiropractor citations, and they'll do them by hand, and they'll send me back a spreadsheet with all the usernames and passwords. So that's really important. So like I said, I like Bright Local the best, though if you don't have a subscription with Bright Local, you can use the Hoth. Yext gets a lot of heat, but I do think they're a good service. It's just that you need to pay every year. And like I said, what I like about Yext is that you could take you could take like 10 pictures, upload them to the Yext dashboard, and it just sends them out to hundreds of different directories that they're associated with. Now they're not associated with everyone, and they do have some exclusive partners. Like for example, Yahoo is one of their exclusive partners. So it's not impossible. You'd have to get in through a back door to get it, to get into the Yahoo local listings. You can get in there, but it's a lot easier to use Yext. And you know what? To be honest, I don't believe that that's going to help your rankings too much if you're in Yahoo or you're not. For me, guys, if you want to get in the Google 3-pack, the things that are most important are are on-page optimization, making sure that you have the proper content on your pages, making sure that you have a page for every GMB category, and making sure that you have keyword pages. For example, if it's chiropractic, maybe sciatic, right? Have a page on that, or several pages on sciatic nerve and different ways of treating that in, that a chiropractor treats sciatic nerve pain, right? So this is the Google 3-pack. This is a Chrome extension that I use called GMB Everywhere. I'll put it in the description below. And that's it. So definitely check your citations. Go over to Moz and check your citations to make sure that your citations are correct. Fix your citations. While they're getting fixed, take a look at your website. I created a mock website called, where is it? Here it is, Florida Plumbing. Check your website to make sure that you have pages for your GMB categories. And then you also have keyword pages, just like this. I'm really big on that. Once you have these things done, then go over to Moz and check all your citations. So one of my pet peeves is like somebody who does a video and they'll go, well, all you have to do is just get 200 citations and you're going to rank in the Google 3-pack, and you get all excited and you get all your citations fixed. But if you have poor content on your website, depending on the competition in your town, you're probably not going to rank for those keywords. Right? I hope that makes sense. You're probably not going to rank for those keywords. So you need to make sure that you have content that's properly written. You have enough of that content, and once your website is really rocking, and it's like you have the great content, go get those citations. Go get those citations, because that's going to be a signal throughout the web that you're really located at 1010 Main Street. I don't know why I always use that address. I guess it's just easy. Guys, I hope that helped. I hope that helped. I'll tell you something that's on my mind. I'll tell you something that's on my mind lately, right? I'll see if I can get a picture. If I get a picture, I'll put it on this video. I was an officer on Rikers Island for 7 of my 20 years. Then when I got promoted to captain, I moved over to the Tombs in Manhattan, where I worked down at 9/11. I was a rescue worker over at 9/11. And, during 9/11, actually I got there, I think about 3 weeks late. I was out on compensation at a knee injury. But I saw a lot of things in my life. And one of the life lessons I think maybe that I could pass on to you, because it helped me, was in order to get into this elite unit that I was in, which was the emergency service unit, we had a thing called Hell Week. And on Monday morning, you've seen all the guys come into the locker room getting ready for Hell Week, and you've seen the big muscular guys, and you've seen the guys with really big mouths, and you've seen the guys who had, were kind of just going through the process, but you kind of knew that they were going to quit. And I'm going to tell you, the people who lasted at the end of Hell Week were the people that asked for help and the people who gave help freely to other people. Those were the only people that made it. If you asked for help and you gave help freely, those were the people who made Hell Week. And it was just a big lesson for me. It was a big lesson for me. Nobody could do SEO on their own, right? You need to reach out to somebody. If you'd like to reach out to me, or, I always reference, Chris Palmer. I reference Ron Marino. I love William Jones, another good guy. Darren Marion, my good friend, right, over at Rattel SEO. But you need to reach out to other people, because you can't do it by yourself. And then once you learn, you need to help other people. You need to help other people, and that's how you make it in life. That's how the officers made it in the emergency service unit, a unit that I served for 5 years on Rikers Island. And it was a great unit, a bunch of great guys. and it was, fantastic experience. But that's the thing that I learned, is that you have to help people and you have to be of service, right? You have to always be of service. You have to always help people, and you have to ask for help when you need help, right? Okay, guys, take care of your family, take care of your kids, kiss your wife, kiss your kids, take out the dog. I got to go feed mine right now. And have a great day, and we'll catch you Friday. Thank you, guys.